Well, good midday, good midday to each and every one of you. Our prayer is that God is blessing and keeping you every step of the way. And for that, we bless his holy name. For the Lord is good, and his, mercy endures to all generations. So we're grateful to God that you are here with us. Thankful that you're a part of this learning experience where we come together and we explore the power of our God. Kathy, how is you? Bless the Lord for you that it is as well as it is, and that God's power and grace and mercy is resting upon you in mighty way. Chaplain Hearns, bless your heart for being here. Thankful for you and thankful for each and every one that is coming on board. We see you, Dr. James. How are you, sir? Glad that you are here. It won't do no good. You're walking in victory. So, even though what appears to be a setback is really a setup for something greater. And for that, we bless the name. Timothy, thank you so much for being here and being part of what we are going to explore on today. Cora, Minister Faye, bless your hearts for being here and being a part of this moment. And as you know, um, hit that share button. Okay, Denise, how are you? Thank y'all so much. Deborah, bless your heart for being here. Thankful, grateful for all that God is doing. He has done marvelous things, but He is doing mighty things. And for that, we bless His holy name. Tamika, good to have you here. Good to have you. Glad that you're among us and that God is continuing to show His power. Renee, bless you for being here today. Grateful to God for you, one, and I'm just looking at something here. Oh, yes, now I got it. Bless His name. And so again, we're grateful and thankful. So please, if you don't mind, hit that share button, whether you are on Facebook or whether you are on YouTube. Just kind of be a part of. Share this with others so that they can be inspired and challenged as we all are. Okay. Service was on fire Sunday. Absolutely unbelievable. Lady Harrison said, I worked y'all hard Sunday. I was like, the Lord worked y'all hard Sunday. Okay. Barbara, Andrea, thank y'all so much for being here. Ella Mae, dearie, all is well. And I do want to remind you that we do have some inclement weather that's going to be coming. There may be some showers, but more than anything else, it's going to be the wind. The wind is supposed to get up 35, 40 gusts, 35, 40 mile an hour. So please be careful in your travels. Elder Carter, bless your sweet potato soul. And so we just wanted to get that out there. What's up, Tom? How you doing, Elaine? Thank you so much for being here with usins. And let me get ready to get. I thought it was an amazing thing. Thank you, James. Appreciate you, sir. I thought it was an amazing thing on the other day where, um, how do I want to put this? Linda, bless your heart. Sherry, Good to have you here. I looked at something where the president of El Salvador came to the White House. And Sonia, good to have you here. And in concert with the supposed president of the United States, who encouraged him to build even more heinous prisons to house Americans. And I said, history does repeat itself. If you if you know anything about history, that's what they did to us. They took us, okay, Minister Marcia. They took us from our homeland and placed us in a place and said there's nothing they can do about it. And how are you? Now, first of all, if an American citizen and the president of the person who has that person unjustly incarcerated against the rule of the Supreme Court, that president would not be leaving the United States until that U.S. citizen is returned. So, what does that tell us? Carletta, bless your heart. What does that tell us about this commander in chief? Debbie, bless your heart for being here. Willing and able to pay. Now, you got to remember something. We pay for those people to be there. That's all I'm gonna say. I just want you. It's a slave trade. That's exactly it. I'm done with it. And for someone who is supposed to be Lavonda, for someone who is in a free nation with opportunities of which are being shrunk and the attempts are being made to dismantle all of that. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. You know, George Wallace was just like him. That's all I'm gonna say. But we as children of light need to be prepared for this yet to come. I need to talk to you because I believe there's something else that we need to go over and we need to grasp and we need to understand. In case you don't know it, God, here we go, Dr. Pamela, God will not let you fall. Mm. All of us, hey, Debbie Johnson, all of us have stumbled. I want you to think about this. Hey, Stephanie, all of us have stumbled. Okay. And I know in this level of Christendom that many people claim to be a part of, it is a 100% perfect journey of no mistakes and no fallacies and no errors. Even though that notion is against the word of God, because all of us have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And what many of us need to understand is that since Christ, we've sinned. And then that's why 1 John 1:9 is so important, because all we got to do is confess it. We're cleansed and we're justified and we're brought back into right standing with God. Hey, Victor, how are you, sir? Okay. And so, Minister Sarah, and so since I want us to get this, because the enemy is real good at making you think that a stumble is the same thing as falling. Because you got to remember, he is the accuser of the what you fail to understand, and I know my Bible readers get this. He consistently throws our faults and failures up in the face of God. He is the accuser of the brethren. His motif, his modus operandi, if you will, is to constantly tell God that we were the biggest mistake he ever made. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I've said this some time ago, but I'm gonna tell you why he is so angry with us and the God who provided something for us that the fallen angels did not have. You got to remember, for us as human beings, he provides an advocate. For us, he provides redemption, even in the Old Testament. Erica Forney, how are you, dear? Even in the Old Testament, it's the shedding of blood that provides the remission of sins. Vernice, bless you. But for angels that have fallen, there is no redemption. Now, I want us to think about this. Hey, Herma, I really want us to wrap our minds around this, because this is a powerful point that I think many times we live beneath that privilege because we honestly don't know what God did for us that he did not do. Hey, Tanya, that he did not do with any other created being, including the angels, the guardians of the kingdom of God. Oh my God. And so when a third of them decided that they were going to follow Lucifer, and Michael and those warring angels warred against him and kicked him out of heaven, he fell like lightning. Lo Brady, how are you? Okay. And so in the midst of this, they fell. But when they fell, they transformed. In the Hey Sabrina dear, they fell from being angels of light. And as they fell, they became angels of darkness. And in the midst of that falling, there was absolutely no possibility whatsoever for them to be redeemed. And do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? It's because they were created in perfection. We were born imperfect, born in sin, shaped in iniquity. Okay, y'all. I hope y'all ready for this, because I think many times we beat ourselves down and we tear ourselves up and we do all kind of crazy stuff to us, but you don't understand the length that God went to through Christ to redeem us, which cannot take place with these fallen angels. So there is a overwhelming hatred that is launched against us, Gelada. That's because guess what? That's why the enemy wants us to fail, to falter, and to do things that are against the will of God, because then he can approach God and say, I don't even know why you did this. Here we were, perfect created beings, and we made the mistake of following Lucifer. And in the midst of following Lucifer, we were removed from our positions of authority, prestige, and power, and you diminished us into darkness, and we can never be redeemed. But here is a creation that you knew was flawed when you made them. You knew they would lie. You knew they would cheat. You knew they wouldn't be faithful. And yet still you provided lambs to redeem them in the Old Testament, and then the sacrificial lamb in the New Testament. Okay, all right, I got one more minute and then I got to get out of here. And so that's the reason why he's the accuser of the brethren, and that don't exclude the sisters. He says to God, I don't know why. I don't even understand. I know I cannot wrap my mind around why you would love something more than you loved us, because you created us in perfection and they were born in imperfection. Here's the funny thing about it is he knew we would stumble. Yeah. Gelada, that's all I'm trying to get people to understand. See, people, we can sometimes be so superficial in our walk with God that we don't even see the depth of which God went. Because you got to remember, when God was trying to find somebody to redeem us, not another human being was qualified, because every one of them was flawed. None of them carried with them the capability to redeem mankind. And Jesus says, here's what I want you to do: prepare a body for me. I'll go ahead and do what man can't do, because man can't do it, because man has subjugated himself to his flesh more than the authority and the provisions of God. And here's what I'm going to do: I'm going to breach the gap between a perfect God and fallen man. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. Listen, listen. I'm gonna pick up on some more of this tomorrow. I needed us, Ethel, to get this into our minds so that we can understand the full length and breadth of what God did for us, even when he knew we would not be right, walk right, talk right, or live right for him. I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same station. I pray that you have a blessed day in the Lord. Be careful because of the warnings out here, the wind warnings, and all that other kind of stuff. Don't get fooled by the sunshine, because sometimes sunshine hides what is yet to come. Love y'all with the love of Jesus, who is the Christ. May God bless you. May he keep you, is our prayer.